The Redmi Turbo 5 has officially arrived. It's a bit more compact this time, though not dramatically smaller. The frame feels straighter overall, but there's still a touch of curvature, and the hand feel and surface texture are genuinely impressive. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from Maiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. But before we get into all that, let's start with how it looks. This generation clearly steps things up in materials, build quality, and overall finish. The design feels more refined too. Take a closer look at the cutouts. They're perfectly centered, and the dividers at the top and bottom are nicely balanced. The camera notch is gone, giving the front a cleaner, more minimal look, and that once controversial red accent line has also disappeared. At first glance, everything feels very polished, with no obvious design flaws jumping out. But here's something interesting. Does this still feel like a Redmi phone? If you covered the logo and told me this was a standard flagship model, I honestly wouldn't question it. Just judging by the design alone, it doesn't really scream Redmi anymore. Is Xiaomi's push toward the high-end market rubbing off on the Turbo series as well? I'm half joking, but honestly, the build quality and in-hand feel really are that good. That said, the design might be a little too low-key for some people. Take the auspicious cloud white version I'm using. It's almost a single solid color. Aside from the logo, the inside of the camera module, and a small red accent inside the power button, everything blends together. Even the back glass texture is hard to notice unless you look very closely, despite it actually using 3 different surface finishes. That level of subtlety might be a bit much. So what do you think of this design? If you like it, type 1 in the comments. Since this is a quick review, let's move swiftly into the hardware. The Redmi Turbo 5 is powered by the Dimensity 8500 Ultra with an all-core design built on TSMC's 4nm process. It features a 6.59-inch 1.5K mid-frequency display, a 50-megapixel Sony Light 600 main camera, a massive 7560 mAh battery, 100 watts wired fast charging, 27-watt reverse charging, and full water resistance. Overall, it's a very balanced setup that delivers solid real-world performance, and the benchmark results back that up. The display uses the latest M10 luminous material along with a new red light material to boost efficiency. In sunlight mode, manual maximum brightness hits close to 800 nits, while the 25% API peak brightness hits an impressive 3670 nits, so visibility outdoors isn't an issue at all. It also combines DC dimming with high-frequency PWM dimming, sticking to Xiaomi's familiar eye protection approach, and SVM performance is quite strong. On the performance side, you're getting an 8-core A7-25 all-core CPU layout with a peak frequency of 3.4 GHz paired with an 8-core Mali G720 GPU. Add LPDDR5X Ultra memory and UFS 4.1 storage into the mix, and this golden combo delivers a noticeable upgrade over the previous generation. The cooling setup on this phone also deserves some attention. It uses a huge 5,300 square millimeter dual-stage, protruding, ice-sealed circulating cooling pump. We've talked about this raised platform design many times before. Beyond the internal heat-spreading structure, the key advantage is that it sits closer to the SoC, allowing heat to be transferred and dissipated more directly. On top of that, it comes with the latest generation of the Rampage engine. We put it through a wide range of games to see how it holds up. In Honor of Kings, running at the highest settings, it delivered an average of 120.45 FPS while drawing just 3.3 watts of power, and there was almost no noticeable heat. Genshin Impact also ran smoothly, averaging 58.78 FPS with very little stutter and a generally stable experience. So even though this is the standard version, the performance feels very much in line with the Turbo name, easily handling everyday gaming. But what about heavier loads? We also tested titles like StarCraft and PUBG Mobile, and the results are shown here. You can pause the video if you want to check the numbers. In my view, the frame rates stay fairly stable. Power consumption and temperatures do go up, but the games remain playable overall. Now let's talk about battery life. To fit a 7,560 mAh battery into a body that's just 8 millimeters thick, the only realistic solution is a carbon fiber composite structure. Fast charging on the Turbo 5 also supports 100 watt PPS, which is a nice bonus. In real-world testing, after 5 hours of use, the battery was still at 59%. The full endurance test clocked in at 8 hours and 10 minutes. How do you feel about these results? I've also included additional data on screen for you to review. The Redmi Turbo 5 is available in 3 color options: Auspicious Cloud White, Shadow Black, and Ocean Blue. Personally, Ocean Blue is my favorite. It's brighter, more energetic, and feels more in line with what a Redmi phone should look like. The camera performance this time is also quite solid. With a large aperture and image stabilization, it's definitely usable in daily shooting. I've taken some sample photos so you can compare them yourself. Waterproofing is another strong point, with IP66, IP68, and IP69 ratings all covered. For a phone that's only a turbo model, it really feels like it's stealing attention from the Note series. Overall, Redmi's approach with the Turbo 5 is pretty bold. The mid-screen design feels comfortable in the hand, the device itself doesn't have any obvious weaknesses, and it stands out as a very balanced option in its price segment. Competition in this range is getting fiercer, and the memory configuration is incredibly strong. Let's appreciate what we're getting in 2026. That's it for this episode of the Redmi Turbo 5 Flash. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and share. I'll be uploading a detailed review very soon, so stay connected to the channel. See you next time.